My name is Tim Jessup. I'm an advisor with the Indonesia-Australia Forest Carbon Partnership, which is a bilateral program of the Indonesian and Australian government in Indonesia to test and develop approaches to REDD+ and to work with Indonesia to build capacity for what we envisage will be a future national REDD+ system that's part of an international framework. It's been going since 2008. We're now scheduled to continue till mid-2013. And it currently has a funding envelope or total budget of 100 million Australian dollars. And this is divided into 3 or 4 main divisions. The largest single one is the Kalimantan Forests and Climate Partnership, the KFCP. That's $47 million allocated for that, which is a REDD+ demonstration activity in central Kalimantan. There's another $30 million allocated for a similar REDD demonstration activity in Jambi province, which will be called the Sumatra Forest Carbon Partnership. There's 10 million allocated for INCAS, the Indonesia National Carbon Accounting System, and then there's additional money for policy work at the national level. This is money that's committed by the Australian government to implement activities on the ground, all of the $100 million, and on the ground and in space and throughout Indonesia. Norway's is a bit different. You should really ask them to explain it, but most of their money is set aside to pay for emissions reductions in the future, not to pay for the activity on the ground. So in that sense, we're investing more in what's called the readiness phase, the preparation, the capacity building, and testing how REDD can work on the ground. Okay, well, the major activity, as I mentioned, or the largest single activity, is the KFCP in central Kalimantan. And this is a REDD demonstration activity which is testing on the ground how REDD can work. So we're working in this particular activity from the grassroots up or from the bottom up. We're working in 7 villages and over an area of 120,000 hectares in degraded peatland and peat swamp forest. And we're trying to test through something we call village agreements, how the communities themselves can be enabled to do most of the work of forest protection, management, peatland rehabilitation. And these will be, or are beginning to be done through payments to the villages through these village agreements.
And finally, are you optimistic of the future for forests in Indonesia?
Well, I guess I have to be optimistic. I wouldn't be doing this otherwise. But I'd say just in the past few months, I've seen reason to be optimistic. The commitments by the President, the commitments by Pak Kuntoro of the UKP4, a commitment by the Central Kalimantan province, including the governor, to make REDD+ work in that province. There's, as we heard earlier today, there's interest from the private sector in investing in this. More and more groups, interest groups, and civil society organizations are seeing what's in it for them, if you like. They're seeing benefits. Unless a broad group of stakeholders sees benefits, it's not going to work. So we have to see REDD+ as part of sustainable development, built into a better way of using forest resources that doesn't destroy the forest but preserves and protects the forest. So I'm optimistic that we can do that.